Uh, Robert, I want to ask you a little bit about crypto, and this is a quote from you recently. You said, Bitcoin crashing, great news. As stated in previous tweets, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to crash to $20,000. We'll then wait for a test of the bottom, which might be $17,000. Once I know the bottom is in, I back up the truck. Crashes are the best times to get rich.
Yeah.
And you early on were talking, I think last time you were here about a year ago, you were saying that you had bought some Bitcoin and some Ethereum. What have you learned from the crypto markets? What are you looking to do now from those crypto markets? And how have those crypto markets shown people maybe what the central banks are doing?
Well, I like crypto because I'm technologically a dinosaur. I barely use my cell phone. So I talk to younger guys, I also know that I consult to like high school kids because they grew up with the iPhone. I don't know where my iPhone is.
Yeah.
But they grew up with that iPhone. So I know this one 19-year-old, she started trading at 10 years old on the iPhone. I'm like, what? I can barely go to Amazon on my iPhone. I'm so retarded. I'm a dinosaur. So, and I saw crypto coming out, I heard about it, and then I think it went to 20K. But as you know, it always retraces. All booms, bust. So as soon as it busted, it went down to 1,000. Then I want to test the strength of it because I took technical trading courses. Technical is a volatility. And this here is fundamentals, income statement, balance sheet. I'll talk about this later. Okay. So there's fundamentals, which is income statement, balance sheet, and then technicals. So I took 3 years of technical, and I realized my mother was right. I'm not smart. It's best to stay with oil and gold, slow. But anyway, when I watched the technicals drop, I said, okay, so Bitcoin this is years ago, went to from 20 to about 1, I think, or so. And I watched it, and I watched the momentum pick up. So I came in at 6,000. So I bought at 6, I bought 60 coins, plus Ethereum. And as you know, your profit's made when you buy, not when you sell. So then I watch it scream up. Everybody's saying it's $1 million. I don't get sucked into the hype. Because my rich dad taught me early on, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell.
What does that mean?
You wait for the crash.
Right.
Crashes make the rich richer.
Right. The profit is made when you buy. So you should be buying at those times when there's blood in the streets. You should be buying at those intelligent levels. Right. Okay.
You buy, like right now, Neiman Marcus is having a sale. I get sexually stimulated. But if it said, and Neiman's going to raise their prices, I back off. It's that simple. Okay. It's that logic.
Right. So you're always entering in at the right time into a trade because that's when you make money.
Yeah, and you know that. I mean, that's what traders do.
Yeah.
There's traders and investors, and it's important to be both.
Yeah.
You have to know the momentum of markets. That's looking at charts constantly. But then I've got to look at the fundamentals. What does income, expense, asset, liabilities tell you? So that's why I created the cash flow board game, so that you could understand fundamentals, income statement, balance sheet.
Do you want to talk about the income statement, balance sheet right now? Because it's a fundamental building block about what you talk about.
Yeah, let me precede that. I flunked out of school twice. I can't write. I'm not good at math.
You can't write. You have 10 books or 15 books,
yeah,
Robert. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps. You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.
I sit there like this, But so this here is rich dad, poor dad. This is fundamentals. This is income statement, balance sheet. And the reason I went into it is because my rich dad said to me, he says, I flunked sophomore year and I flunked senior year of high school. And I'm depressed. My poor dad's head of education for the state of Hawaii. His son's flunking out, it's not so good, not a good sign. So my rich dad says, don't worry. My banker's never asked me for my report card yet. He doesn't care what your grade point average is. He doesn't care what college you went to. He wants to see he or she wants to see your financial statement. So this is a financial statement in pictures. So this is income statement, income expense. This is a balance sheet, assets and liabilities. And the lines are cash flow. So when a banker looks at your statement, a poor person's cash flow is going from here to here. It just gets sucked out the pocket. It's not how much money you make. As you know, Brian, a lot of people make a lot of money. They just spend more money to buy bigger stuff. This is middle class, and what they have the ability is to get a loan. So they get a raise, but they buy a bigger house. So it just gets sucked out more this way. When a banker's looking at this, he's going, oh, this guy's an idiot. Or this couple's an idiot. I don't care if they went to Harvard or PhDs or magna cum laude and all that stuff. They can't manage their money. And this here is what the rich do. I'm creating assets. So that's why here's my my little July 8, 2022, my first listing on the New York Stock Exchange, rang the bell. I was going, but that's the goal of an entrepreneur. But I created an asset. It's the richest gold mine in the world. Now, that sounds like hype, but I failed at many things. And I've looked for gold all over the world. I've been to Peru, China, South America. This gold mine, Brian, is 140 years old in Utah. Now, what did we do that was different? These smart guys in my company, they took 140 years of logs from all the miners for 140 years, and they digitized the information. They took all these old miners 140 years ago, and that's when Jesus was walking the earth. They took all this data, they digitized it, and they were able to put data into 3D. And these guys are freaking geniuses. I barely use my cell phone. They're like doing all this stuff. And they said they missed the load. They were off by 30 feet.
Okay.
And so they went in there, and this is a So my gold mine that China, I created a gold mine in China. And as soon as we found gold, the Chinese took it. It's called nationalization.
Yeah, you told me
That's
that.
called country. It's called country risk. I don't trust China. So they took my gold mine, okay? But this one's in Utah. And they now have electronic guns. They can hit the ore and do an assay on the spot. So my Chinese gold mine, it was like 8 ounces per ton. That was considered pretty good. This piece here is 671 ounces per ton.
Wow.
It's set in Utah, and the guys took new technology, digitized 140 years of information from all these old miners, and they said you missed the load by 20, 30 feet. And so that's what we listed on July 8, 2022.
Okay.
So all the years of screwing up and making mistakes pays off.
Okay.